Okay, this is the buildings that 21 stories high, and it consists of 4 buildings: 420, 428. Well, actually, let me go by order. 425 is connected to 428, and 420 is connected to 415, which faces on 25th Street. So this is the Chelsea buildings, and there you go, 21 stories high. And then over here, turning around, is 427, okay? 427. So, and this is 26th Street, so, you know. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, this is what it looks like, folks. This is what it's nice and quiet out here. And they have a bike lane here, which is ridiculous. And there's you can't double park here anymore. So there's a bike lane out here. And across the street is the courtyard between 25th and 420 and 425. And last week I made a video on this, and it was very controversial. And I'm not gonna get myself in trouble. You know what I'm talking about? And I love you guys, the support you gave me. 99% of people supported me and supported what I called it, and that's what it was called. It was Chelsea history. You can't change it, you know. So a lot of people agree with me. 99% of people actually agree with me and told me that's the way it was called. That's the way it's still called by a lot of people. And whether it's in those days when we called it that name, which I won't repeat, it just went over our heads because it really wasn't anything about racism. It was just a name. You know, in those days people didn't realize, you know, and it just went right over your head, you know, more or less. I know we called it that name. We didn't know what the hell, you know, it didn't dawn on us. So that's what that courtyard is actually. And let me just flip this camera. So that's the courtyard between 420 and 425. I won't go over it again because we already went through that. This is the drive, 427 Drive, and this is PS 33, folks. PS 33, yeah. So over here used to be a peach tree. Right here in this corner here, used to be a tree that had that grew peaches. It's a peach tree, so it got to grow peaches, right? So there goes 420, 21 stories. It hasn't grown much in those years. And that classroom up there was Miss Berkerici's class, and that was my 5th grade teacher when I graduated PS 33 in 1974. Don't say it loud. So anyway, and I'm walking down 26th Street. This is, let me turn this around and show you. This is where the housing parking lot, the employee parking lot used to be, no longer exists. Now it's a dumpster. And of course, let me see if I can zoom into the Haywood building, and it still says Haywood building. Look at that. But now it is a residential building. Apartments are very, very, very expensive. And those who remember, the loading dock of the Haywood building used to be right here. And the trucks used to come and sometimes get up on the sidewalk, and it was very dangerous for the kids. So we used to have these, they had these metal beams here, so the trucks wouldn't go up on the sidewalk. And a lot of things have changed, folks, a lot. So there you got a little bit of history of 26th Street. I'm walking toward the train station now because I'm going home. Let me just, behind me is a side entrance, one of the side entrances of PS 33. I think there's one entrance here, there's one on 27 Drive, and there's one in the back. So there's like 3 exits or entrances that belong in the. So I got a spotlight on me now. So folks, I'm going to show you the front of the Haywood building. Looks, oh wait a minute, what the hell was that? That's the front of the Haywood building, nice and fancy now, with some lights in the front. And for the price you pay, it better be fancy. Let me zoom you in. The entrance is in the same place, but it's fancier now. And over here in the corner, you will see a building that used to be where the residents of the Elliott Chelsea houses parking lot. And they took that away from the people. And they made some businesses there. There's a kickboxing place there. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Kickboxing, there you go, kickboxing, and there's a restaurant in the corner. So this is the corner of 25th and 9th Avenue, folks. 25th and 9th. It's a pretty big building. I've never counted how many floors, but it's got to have, I don't know, more than 11 floors, I think, give or take. In the corner here, let me zoom you in. In the corner there, where the Empire grocery store used to be, that used to be Grant's Bar.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, what's up? Now, somebody just said hello to me, and I don't have a clue. This is how famous I am. Somebody's turned around and said, hey, Jess, and I said hello. I don't have a freak clue who the hell it is. Okay, so I find out who that was. It's an old timer from Chelsea, believe me. He's an old guy, and you probably know him. I don't want to blow him out, but he's an old timer from Chelsea. Recognize me because sometimes, folks, I do these videos and people come up to me and they go hello to me. I don't have a clue who you are. So over here I'm actually by the. Let me just turn this. I'm by the co-ops, okay, and everybody knows the co-ops, right? Let me zoom this out a bit. So I'm on 25th Street, and that's the back of the, if I don't know if you can see it, the back of the Greek church. That's the back of the Greek church there. And it's been there, burned down one time, I think 1974 or 1975. There was a fire that ruptured the whole top, the roof and everything, and it was rebuilt. And yeah. Over here, folks, let me zoom you in. So it looks real nice, beautiful. The Empire State Building. Look at that view. Look how nice that is. Look at how that lights up. I don't know. The colors today are like a blue, white, whatever that means. I know yesterday was lit blue because of Earth Day, but I don't know. Maybe it's lit. I don't know. I don't have a clue. That's not my job. So I'm coming up against St. Columba's Church. Okay, this church has been here for I don't know how many years. I know I was baptized when I was a year old. I was baptized in this church. And it's been there for many, many years. And it's like the neighborhood church. And those who go to church usually go to St. Columba. And when your time has come to an end, the ceremony is usually done in St. Columba. When you get married, St. Columba. And, your last visit to the church, St. Columba. So, yeah. So they actually fixed this up. They have steps now. Before they didn't have any steps. And my sister got married in this church too, 1972, 73, whatever it was, many moons ago. And yep, this is the church, folks, St. Columba. This is where bingo was. At nighttime there was one side here was for boys and one side for girls. And then in the basement at nighttime they would hold bingo. Right? So the bingo was down here. And those who go to bingo remember many a times when they used to come out of bingo about 11 o'clock at night. So this is where the nuns' residence is of St. Columba, the convent. And that's where the nuns are. And the park behind the church, which, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, folks, like I said, this is not the best video I'm done. It's just I'm just wanted to do some video, just take you around and show you. Not much has changed, and I'm walking toward 8th Avenue now, and 8th Avenue has changed a lot. If I did a video earlier, but I couldn't really do it because there's a lot of strange characters out there, I'm telling you, and I can't film and watch these characters. So if you see the video, the little short video I did, it's not too much because I was videoing and I was looking around, making I was concerned about my safety, really. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing looks like back in the 70s around here, and I guess the whole city has lost it. So anyway, folks, I am coming to an end of my video, and I'm coming to the train station. And this train station is very significant to me and Chelsea people because this is like the gateway that used to take us out of Chelsea and bring us back home, right? On those nights when we went to those discos and we went to those clubs and we went to those movie theaters and restaurants, this is the escape. This is how we went into this train station and it took us away And then when we came back at 2 or 3 in the morning, walking kind of crooked, some of us, this was the gateway back home. Can you believe that? Because it's the only train station in Chelsea. This one and 14th Street. Think about it. There's only 2 train stations in Chelsea. Is the one on 25th Street and the one on 14th Street. And if you want to get technical, 34th Street, but that's the borderline of Chelsea. So this is the train station. This is the 25th Street entrance. Just around and show you. And there it goes, the 23rd Street, 25th Street entrance. And I'm gonna go down there, and I'm gonna take you with me. Let's go down to the train station. So not much has changed, except the token booth is no longer there. There was a token booth here, very old, and it's no longer there. So that's changed. So folks, yeah, I'm in the train station now, and let me flip this around so you can remember this train station. Look how this goes from 25th Street. There's an entrance on 24th and one on 23rd. So yeah, folks, this was the gateway out of here. In the summertime, went to the beaches, went to Coney Island, Central Park. This was the gateway out of Chelsea, out of our homes. And then at nighttime or the evening, whenever we came back, this was the entrance. So it means a lot. Be right back, wait a minute. So yeah, folks, it means a lot. I mean, I went to high school in Brooklyn for 4 years. So for 4 years, I used to get into this train station. It used to take me away. And I would go to Brooklyn to school, and then in the evening time I would come back. When it was, when I was younger, if I went out, if I went someplace, this was where I got onto the train. So this is a very important, I think, station. It means a lot to us, people here from Chelsea, that, I mean, there's other train stations, 7th Avenue and other ones, but this was like the main one, and this is where we got on, and this took us to where we wanted to get out of Chelsea. So this is like a gateway, sort of, in and out of Chelsea. So the station hasn't changed much. Except, like I said, they've changed the turnstiles, and now there's no token booth, and they closed down the passageway, which was kind of show you. That passageway, all kind of strange things used to happen down there. You would go down that passage and come out the other end on the uptown side, and that no longer exists because all kind of strange things were going on down there. The restrooms are closed. The restrooms are closed because, dangerous conditions on the subway. I remember, I got a story about one of those restrooms where a guy wanted me to go into the restroom with him. I swear to God, I was in high school, and the guy was trying to get me into the bathroom, and that's a different story on a different video. But anyway, this is the stuff that happened years ago. That's why they had to close down these bathrooms and these entrances, these dark areas of the train system. Also, they had to take down the machines. If you remember, let me show you. There used to be machines here, and they were like a gumball machine, and they had like sodas and ice cream. Against this war, I remember they had some refrigerators, some like machines. So over here they had some machines that had ice cream in them and sodas, and then the gumball machine, like gum chiclets. That's what it was, a machine that sold chiclets. And they actually had scales where you could weigh yourself. I think it was like a penny. So that doesn't exist anymore. And what are you gonna do? So anyway, folks, I'm on the subway, and I hope you like this little tour. It was kind of short, it wasn't planned, but I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. I see you guys. Much love, and I see you guys soon.